Okay, we are live and for the first time in Bhadra Lake, so much runs we have seen. I think till the last match we were discussing that in this pitch it is very difficult for batters to score runs. But today, first of all, whoever thought that in Bhadra Lake only we will see the first centurion of WPL,
Yes,
Nat Shiver brand,
yes.
and I think I when Trishadi texted me that okay now we have the first centurion, I only texted back the deserving one, the most consistent batter in the history of
True.
WPL has hit the century, and that is more deserving. But in the second innings, I think Richa played an outstanding knock. I think she alone fought alone, and the way she hit those sixes, I think it was superb to see.
And
Not
today, for
not
anybody,
Yes,
just a second. And
yes,
today, for
yes.
anybody who has written that we have come live late, blame it on Richa, not on me. Because the way RCB played, I had completely written a report
Yes,
accordingly because it was a huge task for Richa. I'm not saying it was impossible, but it
exactly.
was close to impossible for Richa alone to do that. But not only Richa, I think I have to give it to obviously Shriyanka as well, those timely two boundaries. So overall, blame her, not me. Please continue.
Absolutely. So Trishadi had to change her report. I had to change a little bit the thumbnail also. Have had to put the Richa picture also because I had put
Yeah.
Harman Kar's picture that Mumbai have crashed RCB and they are still alive in the playoff race. But I had to make the change also. But what a knock! What a knock! So Trishadi, before talking about Mumbai and Nat Shiva went, I just really want to know about Richa's knock. What a knock it was! The power hitting
Yeah.
and the timing of the ball. I think the way she was hitting, Nat Shiva went to the offside and then, Amanjot Kaur. I was feeling so bad about Amanjot Kaur. Wherever she was bowling, she was going for sixes. What is your thought about Richa's innings?
Absolutely. I think fantastic innings. I'll tell you again, for someone who has seen her, I'm not surprised. Uh, you
Yeah.
know, um, Proud, yes, extremely proud. And at one point, I was begging that for her sake, she gets this target because, it makes so much sense. But having said that, um, I thought what it also does is if you actually try and put this knock in first of all, Snehashish, why is your background completely white? I
No,
suddenly
actually,
noticed something happened to your
because
background, and I'm like, why are you sitting in a completely white wall? But okay.
it's a very light color, and I think because of the light, it's completely white right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. But as I said, I think it also let's try and look right now. It's a fantastic knock and all that is fine, but let's try and get a little deeper, Snehashish. It
Yeah.
also shows that she can handle pressure.
Yeah.
And when I say she can handle pressure, I've always told you that there is that part which needs to grow. She needs to learn to handle pressure. And I think today's knock said she has had that growth, which is fantastic.
Mm.
Unfortunately, she didn't get enough support. Otherwise, this match, if Nadine de
Yes.
Klerk could have stayed a little
Point.
longer, and you know what, I'll tell you, and now people will say I'm criticizing Richa, but here is where there's one more part where I would want Richa to improve, which is running between the wicket. Because players like Nadine de Klerk in the initial stages, settle down by running between
Absolutely.
the wicket, and then both of them would have started hitting, and MI
Mm-hmm.
bowlers would have been lost they were anyway lost. You could see
Yeah.
the MI
Yeah.
captain got agitated and screamed at Amanjot. But I genuinely don't think that Amanjot could have done anything with that
Mm.
onslaught. But to be fair, an excellent knock. I would have liked it. I would love it if Richa now adds on the running between wickets because she's
Mm.
doing very well as a keeper. Some brilliant takes, brilliant decisions, and
Yeah.
now she has played this knock under pressure. One notch up, take this entire thing one notch up, and get that running between the wicket, which has been a problem since childhood. Get that going, and I can confidently tell you that you are going to end up way way higher than many batters who are hailed for a lot of smaller achievements because she
Mm.
has it all. And Sneha, she have always said this, that she's one player on whom I have believed from day one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I think from RCB's innings, nothing more to discuss because all the bat, she lacked any support from other end. I think Gautami Nayak, I think again, nothing footwork. I think she just, tried to play it across the line.
Chandrasekhar bowled the fastest ball. What did you expect
Fastest
Gautam
delivery.
Nayak to do with it?
Yes, yes, yes. I also
What
think
did you expect Gautam Nayak to do
exactly,
with
and that to
it?
wicket, proper, like this, straight. Yes, but I think unlucky dismissal for Georgia ball. I think how can you get out on that ball?
No, I mean, poor shot. What
Poor
shot was
shot.
that? That was unnecessary as
Absolutely.
well. And I
Absolutely.
have I have come to see that Georgia Wall, before she reaches that 20 mark, has
Yeah.
this habit of getting on
And
one
technique.
knee and trying to hit the
Mm.
ball. The last game she got bowled to Marizane
Yes.
Cap. Before
Mm.
that she got out to somebody I'm forgetting. This game she got out again. The same kind of shot
Mm.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
Haley Matthews. But of course, you can't take anything away from Rahila Firdos. Oh, what
She
a
was
wicket keeper!
excellent.
And now tell me, why is Uma Chetri there and not Rahila Firdos? The
She
question
was
that I was
excellent.
asking you:
She was
why not
excellent.
Rahila Firdos? Why are you taking Uma Chetri? And nothing against Uma Chetri. I'm saying after this wicket keeping, if you're not taking her one notch higher, then when will you take her one notch higher?
She will be there in the South Africa series.
तो किसको निकाल दो अच्छा उमा छेत्री को निकाल दो हाँ ठीक है
Yeah, but she was excellent. I think the fast catch, it was of Grace Harris.
Okay, guys, do
That was
not
also a
fight
good
in the
catch.
comment section. Just 1 second. Sorry, Snehaji.
Yeah,
Guys, do not
yeah.
fight in the comment section among each other. Calm down. We will settle down. Whatever whatever has happened. It's a high octane clash. MIRCB, of course, and we are getting to the business end of the tournament. Everything
Understandable.
everything understandable. The dopamine, the but calm down. We will read the comments, we will get on with it, but just stay a little calm for the first 10 minutes. Let us finish discussing, and among yourselves, please do not fight.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, before going to Mumbai Indians, again, I think we have to discuss Trishadi, Smriti Mandana and off spin, again, losing her shape
That
and getting
poor
out in a
kid.
similar distribution.
And this is happening in Vadodara. It was not happening in
Mumbai.
the
I mean,
previous leg. Yeah,
yeah,
in Navi Mumbai. I completely forgot where was the previous. I was like, it was not happening. Uh, but I don't know. It's almost like once she gets out to that, she keeps getting out to that, and that is so sad. How can someone of Mandana's caliber do that? And
that is the
repeated
problem.
mistakes. Today also it was a nothing shot. What was she
Yeah,
trying to achieve? When you have already lost Grace Harris, what were
yeah.
you exactly trying to do? You had to anchor the innings, and well, and you
Yes,
also,
absolutely.
what irritated me is Haley Matthews was not in proper form, and even Harman knows that. I think excellent from
Yeah,
Harman that even though Haley Matthews got 3 wickets,
yeah,
she realized that it's not like Haley Matthews is bowling superbly. So let's
yeah.
keep her away when the likes of Nadine de Clark and Richa Ghosh are slowly getting into that shape. So I thought yeah, okay, when we talk about Mumbai, I'll talk about Harman's captaincy, of course.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, let's talk about Mumbai then. First, let's talk about Halley Matthews. Important knock, I think timely knock. I think it was needed from her.
Survival
So
knock.
that yeah, and that will be a confidence booster for her. And then with the ball also 2 wickets. So how do you see and that important partnership with Nat Shiva Brand?
It was, I think it was important not only for MI but for her own self
Yeah, yeah,
because, as I said, it's a survival knock that she played. And
yeah,
this one knock and 3 wickets can give her one more year anyways there,
yeah.
but can give her an extension in Mumbai colors, which is
Yeah.
why I think this knock was extremely important. And I'm so glad that she showed her mettle. Having said that, she again got bold. So I think
Yeah.
Marizane Cap would be sitting and saying, "This is exactly what I was saying. It isn't a
Yeah.
great ball. You
Yeah.
don't need a great ball to get Helly Matthews out. Just ball stump to stump, she gets out."
Yes, again she got, but in a similar fashion, just the way she got out against
Yeah.
Mason Cap. Okay, but Tushari, now let's talk about Nat Shiver brand. Class batter,
Oh,
first centurion of WPL.
well deserved, as you said, poetic justice.
Hmm.
The person who, the batter who has been
Yeah,
absolutely consistent. I stole this message of yours and used it in my match report that it's only fair that the most consistent batter
yeah.
of WPL gets that first century. But I thought her century record will be broken by Richa, and
Yes.
I think I would have been screaming the highest. You should have, somebody should place a camera, when I am watching matches, because I think I am more animated than anyone there. With that one-handed six, the way I screamed, actually, my mother came and
Yeah.
said, "Something happened to you? Did you fall down? Why are you screaming like this?" Because superb. I mean, but Nat Brandt, you know, um, and Nat Brandt teaches you something continuously. I know a lot of people will talk about the power game because today Richa
Yeah.
played the way she played. But now look at Nat Brandt's innings, 100 of 57 balls. It's not like she scored of 70, 80 balls.
Yeah.
She scored 100 of just 57 balls at a strike rate of 175.44. How many sixes, Snehashish?
I think it's one, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
just one six and 16 boundaries. And none of the boundaries were sheer power. They were
Yeah.
sheer placement
Fabulous.
and timing. So that teaches you that power is not everything, even if it's T20s. And she has done that all through her career. We have discussed about her and we have spoken about this. I think it is brilliant that Natsiver Brandt turns up day in and day out and bats this way. Having said that, if you ask me, I'm not happy with Natsiver Brandt's century because this form is something which is very scary. I don't want Natsiver Brandt in good form. Whether
Yeah.
MI wins or not is separate. MI winning, not winning is
For
5% of life.
for
But
a
in
moment,
this
I was shocked. Why Trishani is not happy? She batted well only.
hmm,
Then I said,
my
okay,
concern
okay, larger
is
picture.
this is the form she carries to the World Cup. And mind
Yeah.
you, World Cup will be in a much better batting wicket.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm just not
Yes.
going.
Yes. And we have been enjoying Lauren Bell's dot balls. Even that is scary also.
Yes, and guess what? Every single RCB bowler has gone for this. Is
Yeah.
something I wanted to talk about. Every
Mm.
single RCB bowler has gone about 10 runs per over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Bell has gone for 5.2 runs per over.
15 dot balls today
15
only.
dot balls in a game where one.
Mm. Where what? Approx 390 runs score. Approx.
Yes, out of that
Mm.
15 dot balls. Are you kidding me? I don't want to know. I don't want to play. I don't want to hear them doing so well. I was like, and you know what? After the last game, I thought last game was where, Lauren Bell's momentum probably was broken.
Mm.
But apparently, she's a machine. Her momentum cannot be broken. It can be breaking for a day, not working properly for a day.
Mm.
And that
Yes.
is where I think you have to give kudos to Shafali Verma. She played her
Yeah.
beautifully, and it was a tough wicket to bat on.
Exactly.
Uh, Overall, yeah. I mean, okay. Jokes apart, I think Natsiver Brandt's innings for me
Yeah.
goes into that list of top T20 innings that I have seen in
Yeah.
my career as a viewer, as a fan, as a coach, as a cricketer,
Mhm.
as a journalist. Top notch.
Absolutely. And I think Smriti Mandana said a beautiful thing while talking to with broadcaster that the way Nat played, I think every youngster should watch and learn from that. So I think
That's what I'm saying.
I
That it's
think
not about raw power alone.
yeah.
1 6, and in fact, I remember when the sponsor segment was going on, some
Mm.
sixes are sponsored by
Mm.
someone, right? So
Mm.
one of the commentators was reading it and was like, "You would think that somebody who has scored a T20 100 of 57 balls must have hit
Yes.
at least three, four sixes. Just 1 6 shows the sheer class of the batter, you know.
But
So I think, and the
absolutely.
vintage four of MI got MI back some luck.
Yes. Yes, and that has been the main factor for MI's success. Nat Shiva Band,
Yeah.
both with the bat and ball. When she does well, MI are in a good position. Okay,
Mm.
before going to the comments, Tushadi, you wanted to
Mm.
talk about Harman's captaincy a little bit. Then we'll go to the comments.
Yes, I thought there were a few places where Harman was on point. One, as I
Yeah,
said, not to get Haley Matthews back. I know a lot
yeah,
of people will question why Amelia Kerr and not Haley Matthews, but I can guarantee you, if it was Haley Matthews, we would have been talking about, like, we would have come way later in the show because I would have had to change the entire match report with RCB winning, because I don't think Haley Matthews is still bowling well. 3 wickets, yes. Timely wicket, yes. Two wickets in an over, yes. But if you actually look at it, I don't think Haley Matthews was bowling well. So kudos
yeah.
to Harman on that first. Secondly, and this is, I'll get a little more intricate. When Nadine de Clark and Richa were batting, so they were
Mhm.
obviously attacking the
Lakeside.
square leg boundary.
Well,
And
leg.
Poonam Khelnar was there initially, where she jumped over two balls and there were two boundaries. Immediate next over, there was Amanjot Kaur, and Amanjot Kaur saved two boundaries and gave away 4 runs in place of 8 runs. Significance, they would have had 4 runs less here. So
Yeah,
it is extremely important. And of course, you have to talk about Mumbai's catching. Poonam
yeah.
Khemnar, I thought with the umpire in line, she might make a mess of it, but what a catch. And Rahila Firdos I've already spoken about. Amanjot got that Thayali Sadgare run out.
Run
Because I
out.
thought, see, Arundhati's catch, I would still say it's if it
Yeah,
sticks. It's
yeah.
a very lucky thing. But as far as Sailik Sadgare was concerned, absolute athleticism. I can watch Amanjot Kaur on the field 365 days, and I can just
Right.
sit and clap for her. What a brilliant, brilliant fielder.
Yes, yes, definitely. Okay. Oh, by the way, before going to comment, I really wanted to one question that MI own, they keep them alive, all fine, but do they regret a bit with this 15-run win? They could have win this match by a huge margin, and that could have give them a huge boost in the net run rate. Because right now, even if RCB lose their next match also, with that this kind of net run rate, they will be will be the front runner for that direct place for the final.
Yeah, I mean, see, a lot depends on who wins tomorrow's game. It's
Tomorrow.
DC,
Yeah,
not, yeah, tomorrow. Yes, I thought it's
yeah,
12 already. Who wins tomorrow's game? If whether it's DC or GG, because that is the team whose NRR, RCB will be looking into,
point.
because that will be the only team who can actually reach 10 points,
10.
which RCB has already
Yeah,
reached. So RCB either has to win their last game or still maintain a good NRR after losing. But I think RCB's bigger concern will be, the way the batters are shattering, the way Smriti Mandana is now batting under pressure. She's relapsing into that place where pressure is playing on her mind unnecessarily.
mm,
And
mm,
suddenly, off spinners have seemed like a big task. So RCB has a lot of things to think about.
yeah.
Gautami, who seemed, RCB was finding new match winners. And now suddenly they're not even finding batters. What was Radha
Mm,
Yadav playing that shot for?
yeah.
Who had, I mean,
This is
what exactly was the psychology behind playing that shot? Even Gautami against DC, what was Gautami trying to do? What are you trying to achieve? What is the aim?
but
None of the batters could think what you and I are sitting here and saying, that it's up. You still have Richa Ghosh, you still have Nadine de Klerk, you have to stay on. Something that Arundhati is able to think,
yeah,
something that Sayali got out, that's a separate
yeah.
thing. But that was way too late. Something that
Sri Lanka.
Shriyanka is able to do.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I thought, and those timely boundaries, I'm repeating again.
Yeah, I was
And
super
what
impressed with
shot?
those shots.
They were not lucky boundaries. They were
No,
slapped.
no,
Absolutely.
top
For a
shots.
petite player, she's petite. She's cutely small.
Mm,
But the way she packed the punch in those boundaries, I thought that lifted Richa more. Yes, of course, the three
yeah.
sixes. But when you see something like that happening at the other end, I thought that
Mm,
was brilliant. But what about the batters who are batting at the top?
Mm.
Yes, Nadine Clark probably got out early, but you also have to think you are bringing in Richa Ghosh and Nadine Clark first to construct the innings, then to play
Exactly.
in their style also. So it's too much to ask for. Then why do you have proper batters? Get them 1, 2, 3. Grace Harris, Richa Ghosh, and Nadine Clark. So I think especially Smriti needs to step up uh, now or never. You don't want uh, suddenly RCB now find themselves, do we play the eliminator from, oh sure shot champions. So this is a phase where Smriti's captaincy, Smriti's leadership, Smriti's batting, and most importantly the criticism that Smriti always has, and the criticism that Smriti's fans are fighting about in our comment section, will have to face, and has to fight against, is what does Smriti Mandana do under pressure?
Yes, absolutely.
The qualification scenario, yes, it has got interesting, but there is, but MI plays GG next.
Mm.
And I think if DC wins tomorrow,
Then MIGG is a virtual quarter-final type.
what will not? Yeah, absolutely it is.
Yeah,
I would
teams.
love that because I think I will be there. Because I think I will be there.
Yes, yes. We had to be. 28 is a off day. So
Yeah,
I think
30th I
it's
will be there.
yes.
I want that game to be on, that game to be virtual.
I think this WPL has been phenomenal. I think the way
Oh
teams are
yeah,
fighting against each other, I think it has been phenomenal. And that is all we all expected. And thankfully, that is happening because we all expected this time WPL will be a level up just because after a World Cup win, I think fans have turned up and cricket the level has gone one level above. I think that has been super. Yeah. Trishadi,
absolutely.
please take the comments. Let's see
Yeah,
what
let's
is what
start
is the
taking the
kind of
comments.
fight is
Otherwise,
going on.
after tomorrow also we'll be taking comments only. There are so many questions that have come. And Snehashish, I'm going to read very quickly, okay? So
Done.
don't fall asleep and don't think that. Ready? Snap, snap, snap.
Done.
Okay,
Done.
Manikanta Suri, perfect way to how to build innings in this pitch. Forget power play and respect bowling, and then you can take on. He's talking about Richa Ghosh on point, sports fan. Am I looking ruthless again with its original quartet? Yes, almost ruthless. Manikanta, if MI wins this WPL, it will be most memorable one as they had to handle a lot of uncertainties. A team that was almost crashing out, winning the championship will speak a lot about their character, I think. Mohit, Amanjot just runs into ball, no pace, no variations, and zero control over length. Also, why Amelia Kerr when Haley Matthews was the most successful of all and had 1 over left? Haley Matthews had 2 overs left, Mohit, and I think Amanjot is not that bad. It's just that when Richa in that mode, I can
Yeah,
assure you
nothing to do.
anybody could have bowled. Even Shabnam Ismail herself could have bowled and would have been hit for sixes. Richa and the power hitting is a different beast altogether. Archita, RCB back to their losing streak. Archita, calm down. Manikanta Suri, Haley Matthews was not fully fit to bowling. That's why not getting quota of full overs. I think so too. Who
Mm.
also, the other point that I said, I don't think Haley Matthews is bowling at her best yet. Um, Sports fan, the way Richa was hitting, I started to think we will get second WPL century in itself in the match. That's where
Yes.
I stopped writing the match, but I was like, ये खत्म कर ले. ये क्या होने वाला है अभी? I have written 5 paragraphs and I'm then suddenly Richa started hitting and I'm like, wow, Richa, wow. While I was happy, I'm not complaining. Please do not
Yes.
start saying that I have a problem with Richa. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm mighty proud. I cannot tell you how proud I am, and I cannot even tell you the reason why I'm proud, but I'm mighty proud.
Yes.
Archita, whenever there is pressure, you can bet on Smriti not scoring runs. Well, unfortunately, Smriti is not helping herself, Snehashish.
Yes, absolutely. And the problem is like not scoring runs is a different thing, but getting out in a similar fashion against the
Yeah,
same type of bowling, that is the problem. And again, the same thing we have been discussing that from a batter like Smriti Mandana, you don't expect the same mistake getting repeated again and again. So I think that is the problem. I just hope that, as Tushari mentioned, the next game is a crunch game for RCB. I
Yeah.
think they should go out there, win that game, and make sure that there is no in net run rate issue for them to go to
Yeah.
play the final directly. And that is the game should be for captain and batter Smriti Mandhana to go out and perform. Let's do,
Yes,
by herself.
absolutely. Um, Avinish Sebastian. Okay, Avin Sebastian Joseph. Sorry for the wrong pronunciation. I think RCB could have won if Shriyanka batted before Arundhati. She somehow hits boundaries. I actually was thinking so that maybe you send someone like Shriyanka who has done that switch it well, who is a
Mhm.
little more gutsy, I think, and nothing against Arundhati, by the way. It's just that I feel Arundhati is a little more cautious. Then
Yeah.
Shriyanka is a little more risk taking. In a
Mhm.
match like this, I'm not saying in general, but in a match like this, maybe take that gutsy call. This is where I feel the captaincy comes in, where you suddenly say, oh, you know what, Arundhati, nothing against you, Aru, but let's see, let's send in Shriyanka, and you never know, 3 4 boundaries here and there, and then Aru could have finished the game as well along with Richa. So yes, this game could have gone either way. Mohit, Natsivar Brunt is the most underrated of women cricketers. She's at par, if not better than Ellis Perry. Also, she's a good captain. Her WPL stats are staggering. Highest run scorer, fourth highest wicket taker. Okay, first of all, she's an average captain, not a good captain. Just because she scored the first WPL century doesn't make her a good captain. We have seen that a
Right.
number of times in this World Cup as well. And
Yeah.
Perry is more consistent than Natsivar Brand. That's why she's rated higher.
Yeah.
That's the
Even
only
with the
point.
ball. Even with the
Even
ball.
especially with the ball, I would say,
Especially
especially
with
with
the
the
ball.
ball. Yeah. And even fielding wise.
Fielding
So
wise.
Perry would be better in 2 out of 3 aspects, and consistent in all 3 aspects more than Nat. Manikanta Suri, good to see crowd today at Baroda. I think it was there
Yeah.
for both the RCB matches. Today it was obviously there, but both the
Mhm.
RCB matches pretty much there. Archita Smriti is badly exposed just being off spinner and she will get out. Can't believe a player like her cannot improve on her weakness. Absolutely, Shriyashish. You and I keep talking about this. Sports fans, Smriti got dismissed on a shit ball. Expect more from batter of her stature. Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Manikanta, WPL not looking Smriti's cup of tea. She has improved a lot against off spin bowling. We saw it against Gardner in ODIs. Yeah, don't know. Yeah,
In
sports fan
ODI,
have to.
you get more time to get settled. I think that
Yeah,
helps a lot.
that is
I
true.
think a bit, but
Yeah,
in T20s you don't get that much of time.
that's true. Sports fan have to say Rahila Firdos is the best wicketkeeper in India, elevating wicketkeeping standards notches above. Yes, but with Richa playing the innings she is playing, how will you ever put in Rahila Firdos? So Rahila Firdos is going to go the Tanya Bhatia way until and unless she can
Hmm.
really improve her batting. Ankit Divedi, Smriti's choking ability is insane. Okay, calm down, guys. Manikanta, agree Rahila Firdos was best in wicketkeeping in the matches we saw. Asta, maybe Smriti liked an off spinner. Guys, what are you saying? Manikanta, this show never starts on time. Mentioned 11:10, but mostly starts at 11:30. It's frequent now. Why not mention show 11:30? Okay, guys, I seriously have to say this. If you're too busy, then maybe don't watch it, because you have no idea how tough it is to finish a match report and come and then do the show. And then we go on and do the show for 1.5 hours after an entire day's work. You know why? We can take 10 comments and just leave, because it's a show, we have discussed our thing and we can leave. We don't, because we want to interact with you guys. But I would expect much more respect from you guys, because it is not easy. When I just said I have written 5 paras of match report, 4 or 5 paras of match report on Mumbai winning, and then suddenly in 2 hours Richa scores more than 35, 36 runs, and I had to change the entire match report. You think it's easy? In fact, I'll give you an open challenge. Let you guys write the match report on a day and come and join the show on time at 11:10 p.m. You won't be able to do it. I can bet it, no? So guys, just we give immense respect to all of you. Just expecting that respect back. That's all. Archita, they work hard, respect everyone's time and effort. She takes all the questions too. If you're busy, don't watch. Thank you. Archita, Manikanta, I was saying to you, Manikanta, mind your words. No, don't fight with her because what you said, I am taking immense offense in that. Because it takes a lot. Snehashish and I are shit tired, but we try and accommodate everyone's questions. So if you expect respect from us, we expect respect from you. Manikanta, for once or twice it's acceptable, but getting frequent, that's my problem. Then don't watch it, Manikanta. If you're that busy, please don't watch it because we don't want to disrupt your day. Archita, Manikanta, you are no one to tell me what to do. Huh? Okay. Manikanta, exactly what you are not the one who say to me to watch or not, what not to watch. Manikanta, by the way, you started this nonsense. No, Manikanta, you started this nonsense when you wrote about the timing. Archita, by the way, if you don't have time, don't watch, don't disrespect anyone. Manikanta, I didn't disrespect anyone. That's your point of view. Please don't spam this. I want to stop here. Okay.
It's
Shivam
looking like
Keshri,
you are
Mumbai
reading.
still in.
It's looking like you're reading some WhatsApp chats.
It is WhatsApp chat here. Shivam Keshri, Mumbai still in playoffs race. Yes. Mumbai outstanding batting. No, it was Haley Matthews and
Yeah,
Nat
that's
Sivabrand.
your brand. Yeah,
I mean, out of 199, Nat Sivabrand scored 100
yeah.
and Haley Matthews scored 56.
And yeah,
So
Harman scored 20. Khatam.
20. That's it. Khatam. Sportsman, I think RCB should play Prema Rawat instead of Adu. Yes, this is one thing, Snehashish. I felt this is something I said in the last match also. RCB is playing too many same kind of bowlers.
Yeah, I also felt that. That is why in my preview today I mentioned that maybe they will add Prema and drop any one of the pacer, maybe Sayali or maybe Arundhati. It's very difficult to drop Sayali because she has been taking wickets continuously. So maybe Arundhati, but again they went with the same playing 11. I don't know. Maybe in this track, maybe a spinner would have helped. And I don't know if today anything would have helped the way both Heli Matthews and Natsha Brandt were batting. But still, I think one more spinner, mainly leg spinner. When you have someone, you can go for someone like Premadat. And Premadat can bat. There is no doubt that she cannot bat. I think the
Yeah.
way Sriyanka Patil hit those shots, Premadat can hit those shots. The first
Yeah.
game was itself an example
Correct.
that timely boundary. So
Correct.
so so I don't know. Maybe in the next game we might see a change. Maybe they can use Premadat.
Manikanta, hope other teams also follow this method of scoring runs. I suggest people to forget power play and respect bowling. ये तो मैं बचपन से बोल रही हूँ बैटर्स को सुनते नहीं है. प्रिंस ऑफ वर्ल्ड सडनली वडोदरा पिच टर्न लाइक डीवाई पाटिल पिच विल इट बी सेम एज टुमारो तुम लोगों को तो बड़ा मजा आया होगा अभी तो.
आज तो मजा आया. आज तो मजा आया.
अच्छा ये जो प्रिंस ऑफ वर्ल्ड तुमने पूछा है विल इट बी सेम एज टुमारो मैं थोड़ी पिच दे रही हूँ कल का मेरे को क्या पता सेम होगा कि नहीं यार मैं भी घर पे हूँ फिर भी मैं समझती इफ आई वाज इन वडोदरा यू आर आस्किंग मी दिस क्वेश्चन कि ठीक है यार ठीक से मैं घर से कोलकाता से कॉल करके बताऊँ तुमको कॉल करके भी किसे कॉल करूँ मैं क्यूरेटर का नंबर नहीं है मेरे पास but my question is now if there is a pitch like this then sluggish pitch क्यों दे रहे थे और अगर दे ही रहे थे तो फिर ये पिच चेंज क्यों किया ये तुम लोगों का मैसेज पहुंचा क्या क्यूरेटर के पास कि हमको रन्स देखने हैं छक्के चौके देखने हैं cosmic craze Harman said carry dropped due to injury that means Kerr will set out in the next match कॉस्मिक तुमको लगता है इस जीत के बाद एमआई किसी को भी ड्रॉप कर रहा है अपने ओजी
हो गया.
ग्रुप से
प्लेइंग 11 हो गया एमआई का. एमआई का
हाँ,
8 प्लेइंग 11 है. बाकी सब
यही आखिरी मैच के लिए उनका प्लेइंग 11 होगा because
Yes.
I still think MI probably this time might not qualify even after this win because it has come a little too late is what I feel. If they qualify, that will be fantastic. Ankit Divedi, Richa Ghosh should bat at 4. If she faces 40 balls, she can change the game on her own. आज शायद 6 पे आई है ना? I thought
Hmm.
Radha could have been sent a little
ये
later.
ये
I'm not
मेरा भी
100%
क्वेश्चन
sure.
था त्रिशादी कि आज जिस तरह का चेस था, इतना बड़ा रन चेस था, तो गौतमी के बाद राधा यादव को भेजने के अलावा क्या आप ऋचा घोष को प्रमोट कर सकते थे? क्योंकि इस चेस में
Yeah, of
गौतमी
course.
एंड ऋचा घोष एक के बाद एक थोड़ा मैच नहीं होता है मेरे हिसाब से।
No, I thought Gautami Naik was fine because I'll tell
Yeah.
you what,
Yes.
if Smriti gets out, you need one more anchor, right?
Exactly.
So you
Yes.
send Gautami Naik. Why did you send
Yes.
Radha after that? Send D.
Yeah,
Clark
yeah,
if
the
you want to
question.
keep
Yes.
Richa back, or send Richa and keep Nadine
Yes.
D. Clark back. I would have sent
Yes.
Richa.
Yes.
I would have sent
Yes.
Richa instead of Radha. Let her
Mm.
control the pace of the innings. Gautami also would have been a little settled. You know why? Because if Richa hits two boundaries, MI bowlers are thinking Gautami is my
Fine.
best chance, and Gautami might get two loose balls. And
Fine.
Gautami can hit. It's not like Gautami can't. I know
Yeah.
she has chosen poor balls, but let's give it to the kid. You know, she's just a kid. But I thought Radha's was the wrong timing, and not that I have
Mm.
anything against Radha, but I think at that point Richa was needed, and then depending on when the next wicket goes, send in Radha and then
Exactly.
De Clark, or just send in De Clark. They let them form
Mm.
the inning. Prince of World, why Haley Matthews only bowled 2 overs? See, if you ask me, because she was not bowling well enough, but also I think one of the reasons being
Yeah.
that I don't think she's 100% there and there. You know, with fitness.
Yeah.
MR 974, pretty frustrating to see that someone like Smriti can't figure out that her hanging front foot makes her play across the line and get stuck. I'll tell you something. When when Smriti got out, my reaction was this. I was like, I'll tear my hair apart. How can Smriti Mandana make this mistake again and again and again? And oh my god! And
Correct.
you know, you and I, Snehashish, have seen her practice. She practices for these very
Yes.
deliveries, and she plays so many different shots. She plays so much straighter to off spinners in the nets. फिर मैच में आके क्या हो जाता है उसको अंडर प्रेशर भूल जाती है.
पता नहीं। और नवी मुंबई में तो वो काम भी आ रहा था। पता नहीं इस लीग में आके क्या हो गया। एक के बाद एक मैच में सेम आउट होते जा रहे हैं।
Exactly. The moment Gardner got her out in that
Yes.
match against Gigi, after that something completely switched, and she has forgotten how to bat to off spinners.
Or if you see the posture where she ends up
Yeah,
while getting out to Gardner and today, exactly the same posture.
yeah,
That day
yeah.
she
That
missed the ball. That is why the ball hit her, and she was LBW. Today she hit the ball. It was an edge and it was a catch. So yeah, same issue.
yeah, that Nataraj post that she gets out to,
Yep.
you know.
Mhm.
And the kind of batter that Smriti is, the correct word is frustrating, to be honest. And
Yeah.
I'm sure even Smriti herself will be very, very frustrated, you know.
Frustrated. Yeah.
Shibam, why D Clark not batting higher? या ये इस why का जवाब तो हमारे पास भी नहीं है. Indian supporter, it will take Herculean effort from DC and GG to cross the NRR of RCB. Also, only
Mhm.
one of them can do that. Also, RCB has to badly lose to UP. Too much for RCB to not qualify for finals. While I understand that, and I completely agree with you. You know, in fact, I thought when they lost by 15 runs in my head, I thought probably they have qualified for the finals. And then I realized, no, numerically, people still have the chance. You know? I thought, I said, they have gone to the finals. Then I was like, no, no, no. uh, Manikanta, I agree, Trisha. I was observing this from long that Richa needs to. Manikanta, what does Richa need? Are you talking about taking singles, right? I think you're talking about
Maybe.
taking singles.
Yeah,
That is one
improvement.
area she has to improve. Is Manikanta's next comment is improve on running between wickets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
तो आधा कमेंट क्यों भेजता है भाई तू पूरा भेजा कर शिवम रिचा शुड बैट एट नंबर 4 रिचा वाज बैटिंग एट नंबर 4 उसको क्यों आज नंबर 4 पे नहीं भेजा ऐसा क्या हो गया एंड स्पेशली व्हेन इट इज such a good track that you want to
Hmm.
send her at number 4 and you want to get that her to step on the pedal. In fact, you know what, had she come at number 4, she would have seen 20-25 balls, and
Yeah.
this hitting only she would have started a little earlier, and maybe the
Fine.
result could have been very different.
Yes. Another century and maybe in WPL.
Yes, and quicker, because in
Quicker.
50 balls she was 90.
Yeah.
52, she could have been 100.
Yeah.
Okay, Rono. Once again, MI depends upon their foreign core. Only team in WPL which is just like Bangladesh. Bangladesh. If you take away those players, all other teams almost play like a team. Forget about win or lose. बांग्लादेश में फॉरेनर कौन है भाई? ये क्या कमेंट कर दिया तुमने रीडो? Okay, MR Smriti, rather than going through full body motion like Nat, revolves her body waist from front to back around the stump's axis, like planets rotate around sun as an axis. And I'll tell you why that happens. Guys, sorry, फिर से इसने मेरा technical aspect poke कर दिया. ठीक है? So what happens is because her elbow, and I'm going back to explain this, because her
Mhm.
elbow is a little like this when she's batting.
Yeah.
So she has to rotate. Otherwise, her elbow could have rotated and she wouldn't need to rotate her complete body, like, like as you said, like planet going around the sun. She could have rotated half her body and played with her elbow. But because her elbow is completely tucked away, she then, for the force and pace, or power rather, has to
Mhm.
move her entire body. And what happens is, why does that Nataraj pose come? Because, okay, I'll stand up a bit. This is getting too much, but yeah. So, because it goes like this, that
Mhm.
leg has to automatically come up for her to be able to balance. And that's why the Nataraj pose comes. Sorry, guys. Maybe you did not like the technical year, but since you said Shivam Keshri, Matthew's not fully fit. That's why not bowl one over. I thought she did not bowl
Right.
two overs. No, why is
One over.
everybody saying she did not bowl one over? I thought two overs. No, yeah, Haley Matthews is 2 overs, 10 runs, 3 wickets.
So then 2 overs.
Okay. Shubham Keshri, outstanding wicketkeeper Rahila, yes. Rono, and for the RCB, Richa Ndike is main player again. Wall and Grace almost don't know how to play off straight V. Always went for playing to square of the wickets, which in this pitch is not going to work. Anj is concerned about one simple thing. This is why I like Anj. Hi, Deep. Do you think DC can qualify now? Yes, Baba. DC has 2 matches. DC
कोई भी
still
गेम
has
हो
two
जाए,
matches.
डीसी आएगा ही.
इम्पोर्टेंट है अंत कि जिस भगवान पे बिलीव करते हो आज पूरी रात प्रे करो कल शाम तक कि डीसी जीत जाए बस. ओके शिवम केशरी वाई ओपनिंग एस तर्जना शुड बैट एट 6. तो ओपन कौन करेगा मेरे भाई? किसी को तो ओपन करवाना है. शिवम केशरी विल फाइनल हैपन एमआई वर्सेस आरसीबी. हम पॉल द ऑक्टोपस दिख रहे हैं क्या? हमको क्या पता है एमआई वर्सेस आरसीबी होगा कि को. Shibam, why no Chennai and KKR in WPL need more team to be added? Why का आंसर एक ही है. बीसीसीआई ने 5 ही टीम अलाउ किए थे, 5 फ्रेंचाइजी ने खरीदा है. अब अगली बार अगली
होगा
बातें
होगा
होगी.
होगा होगा.
Rono, and don't know when Smriti will play a sensible knock for RCB when team needed a crucial one from her. Everybody is saying the same thing. Snehashish, over to you. Say something.
See, I just said that maybe the next match, it is a big stage. It will be a big stage for her, both as a batter and skipper. And I can understand why you guys commenting that, because I think Smithy also knows that, because as Trishali mentioned, throughout the World Cup we saw how she prepares, and she works very very hard in nets. Even after completing the everyone net session, she works separately with
Hmm.
with the throwers and all. So there is no question about the preparation and the dedication. There is no question about that. And I also several times mentioned to you guys that she looks after every small details of her batting very closely. After every ball, after every session, she always talks with coaches, seeing videos, and also she always thinking about her batting. But the problem is still, after doing so many things, mistakes are getting repeated. Throughout that World Cup, initially it was the problem against the left arm spinners. You can remember that she was again and again getting dismissed to the left arm spinners. But it was good to see that by the end of the World Cup, she looked good against left arm spinners. So the improvement was there. In the WPL, I think again that the old habit of getting out to the off spinners has come back somehow. I just think that I just hope, and I kind of believe that she's working pretty hard on that, but somehow the result are not coming. So I just want her to be a little more cautious. I think in the last live also I said the same thing, that against the spinner, be more a little more cautious at the start of your innings rather than pacers, because against pacers she can play well. She can play her shots to the leg side, to the offside also. The way she is attacking, she is doing good against pacers. But against spinners, especially off spinner, I think she need to take some time more before going for big shots. I think then one good knock, I think definitely will help her.
Okay. There are so many comments that suddenly I got lost in the sea of comments, but I'm back. Ushnik, I'll take everyone's comment, okay? Don't get excited. Calm down. We'll take everyone's comment. Ushnik Chakraborty, in this pitch with single spinner, Sriyanka RCB bound to struggle. Yes. Why Arundhati and Sayali come before Sriyanka? Poor decision. Today, I thought the whole batting lineup of RCB was poor decision.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong English, what I said, but you understood what I meant.
Yeah.
Prince of World. Last three season on this stage, at least two teams were qualified, but this season points table is on fire. Yes, absolutely. Okay, Manikanta, that's why WPL is most important. It will give players introduction to world of cricket. I was very happy of players like Rahila getting recognition, and that's why, let me tell you guys, that whenever we get the chance, Nihashish and I, you will see we have done interviews of very few superstars in women's
Mm.
cricket. We actually do a lot more of lot more of these stories. In fact, Rahila Firdoz's interview, Triveni Vashish's interview was up on Rev Sports even before MI had put in their own site, had put that up. In fact, had especially requested if we can get to talk to them, because these are the players who are going to then make India very, very proud in the future. Something happened to my voice again. Mrunmai Garge, Grace Harris form. Oh, in Vadodara, she has been unable to do anything.
Mm.
And somebody just wrote it, and that person is absolutely correct, that because of the square of the wicket issue, you barely see Grace Harris playing straight. Think of even someone like a Marizanne Cap or Nadine de Klerk, or even the innings that Richa just played. She has played even the offside shots that she played. It
Mm.
was along the line of the ball. She did not try to go square of the wicket completely. She went with the ball. She went straight. The bat was straight. Those shots are lacking, and that is something that Grace Harris has to practice, because these are not Australian pitches. Neither is this a DY Patil pitch. So batting will be tested, which is where I feel RCB has to now take the decision of promoting Georgia Wall up the order, and demoting Grace Harris to four, or five rather. Get Richa at four, Harris at five, Clark at six, and things would be very, very different. Somebody has said, do watch along. क्या क्या मांग रहे हो जिंदगी में यार? MR Indian non-capped domestic players play across the line a lot. Just swing and get out. LBW bold. Well, yes, a lot of the players, and I don't think Indian domestic players alone. You will find even Australian players and all, maximum have this habit of playing across the line. Prince of World, not this DC versus RCB match pitch in this season. Vadodara witnessed high scoring game for the first time. इसीलिए तो तुम लोग इतना खुश हो रहे हो. कोई कंप्लेन नहीं कर रहा है पिच के बारे में, वरना रो रो के हाल बुरा हो जाता है तुम लोगों का. कभी बॉलर्स को अच्छा लगे ना पिच, कभी बॉलर्स को विकेट मिले तो दिल ऐसे टूट जाता है तुम लोगों का. और आज देखो, आज सारे बॉलर्स 10 रन पर ओवर, 15 रन पर ओवर, देखो कितना खुश हो रहे हो तुम लोग. छी. Ankit Dwivedi, releasing Sophie Devine was the biggest mistake. RCB's Snehashish?
No, I don't think so. I think see, not having Ellis Perry, I think is a bigger setback than that. But yeah, if you see, if Sophie Devine was there, I think just like Mumbai, RCB would have faced the same problem. Who will be the four foreigners that we should play? Again, that
Correct.
problem might come for RCB also. So I don't think that
Mm.
not having Sophie Devine, because Sophie Devine I think not was not there in the last season also, if I'm not wrong.
Mm. Yeah.
So I don't think that not having Sophie Devine is a problem for them. Not having Ellis Perry. obviously for this season was a bigger setback for them.
Yeah. स्पोर्ट्स फैन डू वॉच अलोंग देन ये कौन सा इरादा है हमको थोड़ा बताइए कब वॉच अलोंग का है Manikanta Suri, T20 also have enough time to get back into match. Mumbai has 38 runs in power play though, but they ended with 199. Yes, of course. This is what I keep telling when you guys talk about power hitting ki innings build करना हर जगह possible है, हर format में possible है. But you have to know how to build the innings.
Yeah.
Ushnik, Radha cannot be your 4 over quota bowler with current form. Rahila Firdos giving Riddhiman Saha vibe as keeper, treat to watch. Absolute treat to watch. I think, Rahila Firdos, brilliant.
Brilliant.
Indian supporter when Natsivar Brunt is on song, she's too good for women's cricket and no sixes game all along the ground boundaries with gaps. Yes, I love watching players like that. That is why I love watching someone like Laura Woolward. I'm an old school, cricket fan, so I love watching players who can. It's not like I don't like watching a Richa innings, but if you ask me, do I prefer a Nat innings or Richa innings?
Yeah.
99 times out of 100, you will get a Nat innings from me. Don't expect me to bat like Nat Silverbrand. No, 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 no. What I meant was watching, just watching. Manikanta, similarly, RCB 5 wickets lost in power play, but they ended with 180 plus. Yes. MR, sometimes bowlers just bowl in the slot of power hitters like Amanjot today and like India South Africa league stage match to De Klerk. Same England did to Wolford in semi finals. No, I thought against England, Woolward played the best innings possible. I don't think it was purely on the slot of power hitter. First of all, you can't call Woolward a power hitter. That's the first thing first. But I also thought that England did not bowl to the slot. Neither,
Yeah.
I think Woolward. Woolward's 165 was grace, class, everything taken together, like everything on display. So yeah, the only I don't agree there with you, Emma. Rest of it, I agree. Denver Johnson, Trisha Rahila Firdos has really made an impression. That catch was just great timing. Unfortunately, she's not very good with the bat, and her age is also a bit of concern. Yes, batting is more concern, is if I'm asked. Indian supporter Arundhati Reddy, Shriyanka Patil are the most frustrating bowlers. Their bad days goes to worst with few deliveries. अभी तो श्रियंका पाटिल ने 5 विकेट लिया था भाई अब कैसे वर्स्ट हो गया अंकित द्विवेदी स्मृति never takes responsibility Smriti is really getting criticized and unfortunately you cannot say anybody is wrong in that Shongbit Datta Vishwas, the amount of swing Bell is getting in the opening spell in every match is just not normal. It's pure insanity, especially the outswinger. And especially if you think of it, Snehashish, she wasn't even a natural outswing bowler.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly. She
insane
will develop
every
that
time I
skill.
see her bowl. It's
Yes.
insane, and I think I am literally jealous of her. Though I have no aukat to be jealous of her, but I'm literally jealous of her. कॉस्मिक क्रेज इंडिया की T20 टीम तो खतरनाक लग रही है विथ रिचा एंड भारतीय पावर हिटर्स अच्छा तुमको नैट्सिवर ब्रंट और लॉरेन बेल नहीं दिख रहे भाई दिख रहे हैं ना कॉस्मिक भाई स्पोर्ट्स फैन योर बेस्ट T20 knock my best T20 knock like the knock that I have played नहीं नहीं
We have
ऐसा मत
watched.
पूछो यार my what wow I have watched too much cricket I just think ठीक है ये सोच के मैं बताती हूँ कल परसों योर बेस्ट T20 नॉक्स नहीं आशीष मैं ही सिर्फ क्यों सफर करूं
नहीं, मुझे भी थोड़ा सफर करना पड़ेगा ऐसा लग रहा है T20 में पर रिसेंटली अगर देखा जाए तो शायद तो हेली मैथ्यूज का एक नॉक था शायद साउथ अफ्रीका के अगेंस्ट था ऐसा कुछ था शायद 100 कुछ था शायद एक
अरे
मंदना
तुम
का
कितना
100 जो
शायद बोलोगे
मंदना का जो 100 था इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ वो भी अच्छा था T20 में पर फिर भी देखना पड़ेगा वो कौन सा
Bandana, I thought it was a batting pitch, nothing
या हाँ
taking
शायद
away from Bandana, of course. But wow, this is difficult. Oh, I know. Alisa Healy, 170 against Sri Lanka. 140 against Sri Lanka. Sorry, not 170,
oh yes
140.
140 oh yes
I
yes
have barely seen a more fluent innings.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah, Alice Haley 140.
Manikanta, sad to see this criticism against Smriti. She also did not prove with the bat. Tough pill to swallow for me. But unfortunately, I know what you're saying. And it's sad to, even criticize someone like her. But Smriti can't play. What can we do? Ranjit, what a crowd. Wow. Kudos to them. Yeah. And they were
Yeah.
entertained because apparently crowds are only entertained with fours and sixes. I'm going to repeat this every comment now. Ankit Divedi. Because every day, Snehashish, I used to read ये
Yeah.
पिच खराब है ये पिच खराब है आज एक ने नहीं बोला कि पिच कितना खराब है बैटर्स के लिए सिर्फ है सपोर्ट Ankit Divedi, Pooja Vastrkar should replace Arundhati Reddy if she's fit enough. I think you will see her in the next match. But also, then I would like Prema Rawat to come in somehow.
But
Snehal K, Richa is best finisher in women's cricket like MS Dhoni. यही तो गलत कर देते हो यार. बाकी पूरा सेंटेंस यही था. Richa is best finisher in women's cricket. ये like men's cricketer क्यों लाना है भाई? उनको अलग रखो, इनको अलग रखो. दो अलग स्पोर्ट है. कॉस्मिक क्रेज लेस इंपॉर्टेंट लीग्स में स्मृति अच्छा नहीं खेले तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं वर्ल्ड कप में अच्छा करना है वहां भी प्रेशर मैचेस में नॉकआउट मैचेस में उतने ज्यादा रन नहीं है स्मृति के ओके Kavya Jain, Trishadi very disappointed with Smriti. I really don't know when she performed in big matches. Trishadi, big player becomes when you perform in clutch or pressure situations. Yes, that's why I've always said for me, Smriti will always be a good batter, but she hasn't proved herself to be great because I have not seen her. In fact, you know what? I would have rated Harman as a great had she been more consistent because she performs in crunch matches.
yeah.
But with Smriti, and I hope she changes it. She still has the opportunity of changing it because I think she'll at least play two more T20 World Cup and one, if not two, ODI World Cup. So she has the chance to change it. Let's hope she does it. Um, Manikanta Suri, Commonwealth Games semi-finals. India versus New Zealand World Cup match. India would have still qualified with New Zealand not being able to play half their matches because of rain. So yes, they were still better for her sake, but not as good as the batter she generally is in bilaterals or non-pressure matches.
Mhm.
Songbit Datta says Radha Yadav is playing for RCB in Smriti Kota just like how Harleen plays for India in Harmanpreet Kota. नहीं यार कोटा नहीं है आई थिंक what do you well कोटा नहीं है ऐसा है कि if there is a player you probably know her better.
Yeah. वो बिलीव रहता है कुछ कुछ कैप्टन का कुछ प्लेयर्स
Yeah.
के ऊपर तो
Cosmic Craze, who is India's best fielder currently? Radha or Jemmy? Amanjot. Has to
अमनजोत
be Amanjot also in the list. I think would be
अमन
one of the three. So let's go with Amanjot, I would say. Divya Patel, why Smriti can't play in big matches? अभी क्या ही बात करें इस बारे में. Manikanta, Pooja will get chance in next match. You think so, Snehashish?
I think still the fitness will be key. I don't know. I
Hmm.
think it is very easy to say that okay, someone caliber
Hmm.
like Pooja has joined the team, so let's get her in the playing 11. But when a player is making a comeback, what after 15, 16 months to a competitive game and that too in WPL in a crunch game. Now this is going to be a crunch game for RCB. It is very risk for any team to include someone like Pooja. So I don't. If you ask me, if I was in that dugout, I might not want that to happen. I might if today with a win RCB would have sealed that position for the final, then I would have think okay, let's give Pooja a game time there. But now this game will be a huge one for RCB to get that win. So I will not want Pooja to get included. Rather than I would want someone like Prema Rawat in place of maybe Sahali or Arundhati.
Right. Guys, give me 1 second. I have again got lost in the comments. Yeah, okay. Manikanta Suri, did RCB approach this match differently in bowling? Only two spinners bowling. Radha also did not bowl most of her overs. So 1.5 spinning options or pitch was supportive to fast bowlers. What do you think, Snehashish?
Ah, I just think that in the previous games in Bangladesh spinners were getting some turn. I think today there was not that much of ton what I saw. I think Trishadi also will believe, also agree with that. Uh, Overall, I think this pitch, the balls were coming onto the bat easily. I think that is what helped, someone like Helly Matthews and Nat Brand, because they always love when balls come onto their bat, and then that
Yeah.
that helped it. Obviously, you have to first of all you have to get settled, and then only you can play your shots. It is not like
Yeah.
that you can just go and play your shots. So absolutely, you have to give credit to them to stay there and then pace their innings. But still, I think it was a very bitter wicket for batters, and they
Mm,
absolutely encashed that. And for spinner, there was not that much of ton that we already
mm,
saw in different pitches of Vadodara. So it will be
mm,
interesting to see what kind of pitches will be there for the upcoming games, because now
mm.
teams will be in like double
Yeah.
minded. What which should be our proper playing 11? Should I include
Mm,
a extra pacer or should I include
yeah.
another spinner? I think that will be interesting.
Cosmic Craze just bring Bharti Fulmali and Nandini Sharma and replace Harleen Deol in India's T20 team. They will be अनबीटेबल. एक प्लेयर के लिए दो प्लेयर, ये कौन से टीम में अलाउ करते हैं कॉस्मिक क्रेज? तुमने ये जो अपने नाम पे क्रेज लगा रखा है ना, वैसी क्रेजी बातें कर रहे हो रात को. Sports fan, Sita, it ought to happen in a tournament. You can't keep winning always. Some peak early, some later. RCB has to find a way to find momentum again before final. That's the more important point. I'm not saying they will go unblemished. It's okay they lost, but losing is not my problem, to be very honest, sports fan. My bigger problem or bigger concern is that RCB has looked hapless with the bat. This
Mm.
pitch was not a pitch where you can be 35 for 5. Against DC, I understand that was tough for batting. They were trying for
Right.
170, they lost momentum. This pitch, you cannot have been 35 for 5. And that too, it's not like any of those balls, apart from the Gautami Nayak one, was
Mm.
unplayable. Gautami Nayak, I understand, for a domestic player to face Shabnam Ismail, and that was her first ever ball that Shabnam had bowled at the highest pace. I mean, the Shabnam's fastest ball, and that's your your first ball that you're facing against Shabnam Ismail. So I can get it, but rest of the batting, none. Grace Harris got out to a wide ball slashing at it.
Yeah.
Smriti got out to a nothing ball. Georgia also should hit the, may have gone back and hit herself only after getting out that way.
Right.
So overall, that's what I'm saying. That is this pitch. What was Radha Yadav trying to do? What exactly was Radha Yadav trying to achieve with that shot? So overall, the entire point being that RCB batting is looking hapless, and they're not getting out to good balls. They're just getting out to nonsense deliveries. I'm sounding like Marizane Cap, I just realized. But yeah. Ushnik, not worried about NSB batting form for World Cup. Okay. Uh, कहाँ गए भाई? England somehow messed their batting order and put burden on NSB, but think about their bowling. Bell Smith, followed by NSB, Filer, and then Eccleston. क्यों तू रात को ये सब कर ही क्यों रहे हो? हमको
ये
क्यों याद
मालट का तो
दिला?
नाम ही नहीं लिए तुमने, ये
हाँ,
मालट
ए
भी है.
मालर का तो तुमने नाम ही ले लिया भाई. Snehal K. WPL winner always a eliminator team. Hope this time also a winner eliminator team. ठीक है भगवान DC elimination eliminator में चले. Manikanta Suri, RCB situation like MI in 2023. They also won first 5 matches, lost 2, but won that season. Don't want this repeat as I am MI fan. Bata. And I don't want this to repeat because I am DC fan. तो कोई कुछ रिपीट नहीं करो. सब अपना अपना पाथ बनाओ जिंदगी में. Snehal K. This WPL hope new winner, not RCB and MI again. Yeah, it will be a new winner, DC. Are you the Trishadi, do you think Elise Perry's absence in the batting lineup at number 3, had she been there with Nadine de Klerk and Richa, it would have been a different story altogether? Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, I think Snehashish summed it up rightly that that it was brilliant. The team would have looked completely different with Perry in that lineup.
Yeah.
मनोज फुलारा, स्मृति द लेजेंड, बस इतना ही काफी है. क्या दिक्कत है स्मृति को? मुझे नहीं लगता है कोई डिफरेंस है. स्मृति गिल और बाबर में एक जैसे है. PR 100 परफॉर्मेंस नील. परफॉर्मेंस नील? ये तुम लोग रात को ऐसे कमेंट करते हो, रात हो गया इसलिए क्या, मतलब क्या प्रॉब्लम है? परफॉर्मेंस नील, ये क्या बोल दिया भाई तुमने? तुम वापस जाओ, तुम आप लोग वापस जाओ, जहां से भी आए हो वहां वापस जाओ, फिर स्टैट्स चेक करो, फिर आओ। यार ठीक है, see, if you're rightly criticizing a player or pointing out the mistake, we get it. Don't just randomly use words like PR and all. आजकल ना पता है प्रॉब्लम क्या है, सब कुछ तुम लोगों को PR लगता है। कोई किसी के बारे में अच्छा बोलती, इतना नेगेटिविटी क्यों रखा है? एक दिन मैं इस पे शो करूंगी कि तुम लोग इतना नेगेटिव क्यों। पवन सुरेश बेस्ट हिटिंग, रिचा का या मेरे जोक का? तुम अगर साफ साफ नहीं बताओगे पवन, देन आई थिंक इट्स अबाउट माई जोक्स, आई टेक द कॉम्प्लीमेंट। Snehal Smriti always lost her wicket in pressure match and long score chasing match again, whether it's WPL or international. स्मृति को इतने हिचकियां आ रही है ना, थैंक्स टू यू गाइस। Okay, Ayudha Mukherjee saying, Trishati, do you think in place of Sayali or Arundhati, Prema Rawat would have been ideal because it would have been 3 spinners and 3 pacers? I think
Yes.
Snehashish, that's what you were saying.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Any one of them needs to get dropped, maybe between Arundhati and Sally Satyarek, because I really want Prema in that playing 11, because that will give more variation. And in this track, maybe a leg spinner might be useful for Smriti Bandhan.
Simon Mitra, Shanti Shanti. Shanti actually is the name of my paternal aunt, who was in the first Bengal team, that Bengal
Yes.
women's cricket team, and she has had a lot to do with the way with Bengal women's cricket, and she also has a lot to do with my passion for women's cricket, obviously, along with my father. Both of them are the reason that you guys are having a 1.5 hours show. Snehal K. Harmanpreet Kaur gets angry on Amanjot Kaur after Richa hits back-to-back 3 sixes in a row. That's why I like Meg Lanning and Jemima as a captain. I will add another name. That is where, Mithali, Meg Lanning, Jemima. I have never, and I would say Mithali Meg Lanning first. And Jemima as a captain, why I like is one of these things that, whether it be Nandini Sharma or anyone at that point, and I'll tell you how it feels as a bowler, because I have also faced captains who have been like Mithali or Meg Lanning, calm and composed, and I've also had captains who have screamed. If I'm already getting hit for 6 days and you're coming and screaming at me, I'm scared to bowl the next ball because I'm anyway getting hit. Then the captain is screaming at me, so it gets messed up here. So that's a bit of a problem. Others, Wall is a natural opener. RCB should change the order a little bit. Grace Harris can come 1 or 2 down. How come RCB coach cannot think of such a straightforward and simple move? Snatchers, they did not want to change something that was not broken. That was the idea.
Maybe because in all 5 games, everything was working for them. And when you are winning, everything is going right for you. Don't
Yes.
generally want to make any changes because
Yes.
ultimately that can disrupt the whole balance of your team. So in one
Mm.
match, things didn't work. I think would have thought, okay, it can happen. In 6 games, you might lose one game here and there. That can happen with any team. But now two back-to-back loss, but still I don't think that they will make that change. I am pretty sure that they will back that theory of using Grace Harris at the top for
Yeah.
those quick 20-30 runs. They will go with that.
Southern RCB are so weak in spinner department. Everyone were pointing that too. ये everyone कौन है भाई? But हाँ, तुम सही तो बोल रहे हो. Prince of Wales, Smriti can try Grace Harris also, right? When things not going your way. Yes, absolutely. And Grace Harris has bowled in all the WPL seasons except this one. Saurav Kumar Chaudhary, Arundhati is getting. Snehashish, I'm just reading the comments a little quickly because
Correct.
there are so many comments. कल ऑफिस जाने तक कमेंट्स ही पढ़ना पड़ेगा फिर. सौरभ कुमार चौधरी, अरुंधति इज गेटिंग चांस बिकॉज ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप. हाँ, सबको दोस्ती की वजह से चांस मिल रहा है. और क्या ही बोलूं यार, तुम लोग ऐसे क्यों करते हो? Southern, why is Shriyanka Patil playing lower than Arundhati and Sayali? Yes, this is a question that I also had. Yeah, Arundhati I still understand because
Yeah.
Arundhati has the capabilities.
Sadly.
Sayali is just, when Sayali came out to bat, I actually had to go back and check the scoreboard because I thought, did I miss that Shriyanka got out already? And especially, you know what, the first game that happened, I would still understand. With
Yeah.
Priyanka hitting these boundaries in important crunch situations, not today's match alone. She finished off
Mhm.
with two boundaries. You remember two important ones.
Yes.
She hit an important boundary against DC also. That's how RCB got to 103. Otherwise, they would have been
Mm.
109. So, sorry, 99. What am I saying? How is
Nice.
it going in the other direction? So, yeah, I mean, God knows. कॉस्मिक क्रेज केर की जगह पे तो कैरी को ला सकते हैं. केर ने आज डेथ ओवर्स में स्ट्रगल किया था, प्लस कैरी इज अ बेटर बैटर. ठीक है. आदर्श
कुछ नहीं हो-
एमवी. हाँ
मैं बोला कुछ नहीं होगा, यही लोग खेलेंगे, अभी सेट हो गए.
हाँ हाँ. अभी इस मैच के बाद कौन चेंज करेगा भाई? मैं भी होती तो मैं भी चेंज नहीं करती.
नो चेंज.
Others envy. Vadodara pitch is little favoring for spinners more than fast bowlers. Still, RCB coach Malolan doesn't get the simple fact. And going with four fast bowling options, high time to swap Aru and Prima. पहला स्वॉप ही नहीं होना चाहिए था. Aru should not have come in place of Prima. If Aru had to come, then unfortunately Sayali had to go. But since Sayali was doing well, you know,
हम्म.
हर दिन मैं लाइव करती हूँ, मैं कैसे अपना पैर ही खुद ही के ऑफिस टेबल के अंदर लग जाता है मुझे हर बार. Denver Johnson, can Devika Vaidya make it back to the Indian squad? No.
No, no, no.
Cosmic Craze, why don't MI? Sorry, Denver Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Cosmic Craze, why don't MI open with Carey and Matthews? Carey boundary hitter hai, will use power play well, and Matthews तो six hitter है ही. तो तुम केयर को ड्रॉप कर रहे हो. ड्रॉप किसे कर रहे हो? 5 ओवरसीज तो यूज नहीं कर सकते. मणिकांता सूर्या, आई मिस्टेकनली प्रेस्ड एंटर इन माय मोबाइल, दैट्स व्हाई हाफ कमेंट. ये कर्मा है तुम्हारा. तुम ये जो हमें टाइम के लिए बोल रहे थे, इस वजह से हुआ. हम्म, निराला सिरका, मतलब तुम्हारे लिए लेसन है मणिकांता, कि सबसे होता है, सब इंसान है. निराला सिरका, व्हाट शुड डीसी डू अगेंस्ट जीजी बैटर्स एंड देयर bowlers? Just get their foreigners out. Tak tak tak. You know what GG should do? GG should, sorry, DC should do first. Look to get Beth Mooney out as quickly as possible.
हम्म.
Because the moment Beth Mooney is out and suddenly Ash Gardner has to come, into the power play, things become a little tougher. I think what DC needs to do is stick to their bowling plans that they did last game and their fielding. It was superb. स्नेहल के, इन प्रेशर और इंपॉर्टेंट मैच आई चूज शफाली वर्मा. अरे कहाँ चला गया भाई? Somebody just removed that comment I was reading. Why would you do that? But I had read that comment. It said that in crunch situations you would choose Shafali Verma, Jemima Rodriguez, or Harmanpreet Kaur in place of Smriti. Well, yes, understandable.
Okay. Hmm.
Ranjit, Smriti can see Abhishek Sharma batting technique. She will learn a lot. Your thoughts? I think she can learn a lot by simply going back to the drawing board and asking herself.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
think it's technical completely. I think it's a lot more mental, where she needs
Mentally.
to talk to herself and get over the line. Emma 974, Sayali's wrist rotation just before ball release reduces her speed. Yeah, I think Sayali has been bowling really well. Snehashish, her
Hmm.
variations possibly.
Yes, and unexpected. I didn't expect her to be that much of good. I think she has been fantastic with the ball, and especially with the line and length. I think she is hitting the perfect line and length again and again. Wicket to wicket bowling, and with those little swing. So I think she's doing well, and the best part is that she's doing in consistent manner. I think
Yeah,
in previously when she got opportunity to play for India also, the
yeah.
problem was that first of all that she was not getting wickets, and
Mm,
she was not consistent in terms of
mm,
economy also.
mm.
But right now she is taking wickets and also being economical in a consistent manner. So I think that is good for her, because going forward that can help her, get back into the senior setup.
तुम लोग अभी ना एक रिक्वेस्ट सुनोगे मेरा, बुरा मत मानना. अभी ना कमेंट करना बंद कर दो, जितने हैं वो ले लेते हैं, फिर सोने भी जाना है। Snehal K, by the way, in the 100 league, more Indian women gets chance. I only know Jemima and Smriti participate in the 100 this time. First in the 100 auction happens. What is your opinion on this? I feel अभी तो 100 का auction नहीं हुआ है, अभी तो सिर्फ draft picks हुए हैं. In the auction, maybe you will see one or two more players getting in. Southern Gigi should play Divine as opener. Acha. And then Danny White, then Anushka Sharma. Let Anushka play spinner. She can rotate strike.
But Ashley
Yeah,
Gardner should
well,
bat
they
at
can.
number 4.
Yeah. No, I think Gigi's batting order is fine if they have to play both Sophie and Danny.
Yeah. Then Danny should open and Sophie will bat at number 5 only.
Yeah. MR. Mamta Mariwala is the closest challenger to Richa because she's both skills and age is also on her side.
Mhm.
Rahila will waste a spot in international side. I don't think she will waste it.
Yeah.
But yes, I understand why are you saying,
Mamta's name.
yeah. Manikanta, once WV Raman said Smriti needs to take time in T20s as well, play normally till 14, 15 overs and attack in last over. She has that caliber to catch up. Absolutely. Yuko Manikandan, why Neetu David not in the Padma Shri award? She truly deserves. I don't know if she applied or not. You have to apply for the awards as well. So people have applied and then they have got it. There are various reasons why people get Padma Shri. I don't think it's alone about how much you deserve, where from, what is your application all about. तो है खुशी सिंह बस भगवान सोफी के अंदर कोई डिवाइन एनर्जी ना दे दे नेक्स्ट मैच डीसी नीड टू विन इट वो लास्ट ओवर बहुत ही हॉन्टिंग था हाँ खुशी बहुत डरावनी होती है
हाँ, कल
वो
तो
परेश
मैच
रावल
के
वाला
बहुत
मीम याद
गुस्से
है
में
मेरे
होगी।
को
कल
हाँ
मैच के बहुत गुस्से में होगी। वो जो रिवर्स फिक्सर में जो हुआ उनके साथ कल सबका
क्या
बदला
हुआ
होगा।
था
वो जो बैटिंग करने आ गई और वो रन नहीं
हाँ
कर पाई वो
हाँ
उसको
कल कल
बदला कल
मुझे
होगा।
लगता है कि मिर्जा ने क्या 3 विकेट ले लेगी पावर प्ले में पहले स्पेल में Manikanta, I think not major changes in the pitch. Still saw cracks. Both teams bat sensibly. No, I actually think today the ball was coming on much better. You know,
Yeah.
Bestie spill. Anything on Smriti captaincy? Look, I don't think Smriti was bad today. My only
Hmm.
concern is Smriti does not have enough bowlers in hand. She has similar bowlers. So if
Yeah.
Sayali is bowling or Arundhati is bowling, the speed is very similar. The whole
Line and
pace,
length.
the line and length is so similar that there's very few variety for her to work on. Cosmic Chris, why is the commentary so mediocre in WPL or IPL? I don't think it's so mediocre. Some of it is, some of the people are, some of them are pretty good. Ayuda Mukherjee. Trisha Di, why Radha Yadav leaks so many runs in her overs? Whenever she bowls, she leaks runs. Except for fielding, she contributes once in a blue moon with the bat. Snehashish.
Yes. See, you cannot depend on Radha Yadav, the batter. Obviously, she
Yeah.
won RCB one game, scored those important runs, and it was so good to see that Mandana coming up and saying that we really want to back Radha Yadav, the batter, because she bats in that kind of a similar role for a state team. That is so good
Yeah.
to hear, so good to see. But in a long term, do you really believe rather the better going forward at that crucial position? No, she cannot win you games in a regular interval. She cannot. So I think that is why I think that again that Ellis Perry not having Ellis Perry at number 3 disrupted this whole middle order setting for a RCB, and that is why these finishers are so much crucial for RCB's success. Richa Ghosh, Narendra Clark, and if you take Grace Harris' name also. So, so again, Radha Yadav as batter, you cannot depend on her. She cannot be your consistent someone who can come out and score those consistent 30-40 run. And when you are batting at number 5 in a T20 format, you have to bat around 150, 160 strike rate. Otherwise, there is
Yeah.
no value of you coming at number 5. So
Yes.
I think she is not suited. One or two games she can win a game, and
Yeah.
only and just think in I think it was what GG game, Gujarat Giants
Yeah.
game, she scored those runs, and because she got more time to get settled in, and because she
Yeah.
had someone like Richa Ghosh at the other hand who was scoring at a good rate. That is why she got those time and she remained not on to score those runs. But otherwise, you cannot expect Radha to score runs.
Correct. Rocking star. What's need to be done by RCB to get back on winning ways? Prema is not playing. That's questionable. Prema should play. And the other
Yeah,
thing is, I think one of Georgia Wall or RCB, I was going to say, or Smriti has to bat longer.
long.
Snehashish, I'll bring you in after 5-6 comments. क्योंकि ये खत्म नहीं हो पा रहा है मेरे से. My opinion is we can't say anything is best in cricket. Each day has its own challenges. Each pitch is different. Each day is different for a player. वाह मणिकांतन सही तो कहा है तुमने. ये मैं मणिकांता sorry I agree with you. Indian supporter RCB as a franchisee has crowd pulling ability. Yes. Emma, not surprising that Bell has transformed into a good outswing bowler by Matthew Mott, etc. Tall, high arm, minimum required speed, seam position, smooth body harmonics. Absolutely. Haryana, and I think Talia Wilson, Sam Betts, and Bray will be upcoming stars for Australia. Selling with Lauren Chittle and not selling with, along with Lauren Chittle and Matt Groen. Matt
Mm.
Groen, nahi Baba, Madeline Brown. You're forgetting Lucy Hamilton. You're forgetting Charlie Knott. I think all of them are
Yeah.
superstars.
Millie. Mm.
Millie Illingworth,
Yeah.
the wicketkeeper, Nicole
Nicole
Faltham,
Falcon. Yeah.
Kavya Jain. Trishadi, you remember in that 2017 World Cup also Smriti got out on duck and Harman made 50 and that Mithali Raj run out on single digit. Mithali's spike got stuck. That's why she
Yeah.
was run out. And I'm saying this after almost 9 years of that happened. Her leave that poor woman alone. Her spike got stuck. We saw that happening in Lords with
Yeah.
Shubman or someone also, the spike got stuck. And I remember when that spike got stuck, and because there is somebody who had once told me that no, that cannot happen in Lords. I actually took out my phone and texted that person, what happened to Shubman or whoever got out? What happened to
Mm.
so and so? And the pat reply was, no, his spike got stuck. I thought, but in Lords does not happen, no. And then he laughed and said, my apologies to having said that. So her spike got stuck. But yes, Jemmy and Shafali, big match player. Then Smriti, you're forgetting Harman's name. Harman also a big match player, not consistent enough. You have to give. Look, you have to give to the player where she's right or wrong. And Harman is
Exactly.
a big match player in general, but very her performances are so inconsistent. That's my problem with Harman the batter.
Mm.
Rupali Bhatia, once again, Mumbai relying on Matthews and Nat. That has been their formula.
Yeah.
Rupali Bhatia, what are DC's chances tomorrow? 100%. Rocking star. If Prema plays, then in place of whom? Either of Arundhati or Sayali. Archita, by the way, Snehashi, don't feel FOMO. I'm just quickly trying to finish the comments, as you
Yes.
can
Yes.
understand. Smriti is one of my favorite players. Why she doesn't perform in pressure situations? She needs to mentally prepare herself to do better in pressure situations. Nirala Sarka, Trisha, according to you, which type of pitches do teams prefer to play, and which type of pitch suit DC's game style? I would say since DC is a well, with Annabelle Sutherland not being there, I would say DC. I think it's better if it's a little bowling friendly pitch because Laura Woolward is there who can take the innings along. So can Jemmy. So I think bowling wise, if it's better, then it suits DC better.
Yeah.
Sudarshan, thank you for the super chat. Smriti knew why the off spinner was brought, and she had also seen the field falling through the same trap again and again. Disappointed. Exactly my point. Manikanta, why T20 league stage matches can't get rid of toss? Eh? Each team gets to play with each other 2 times. So give teams call to bat or ball first equally. Some captains won't win toss. Some mercy on them, please. ये अच्छा है मणिकांता. ये अच्छा है. तुम BCCI को मेल करो. काई 9v5 खामोश चेहरे पे भी हजारों पहरे होते हैं हंसते हुए आंखों में भी जख्म गहरे होते हजक रात सोया था मैं उसकी यादें भुलाने के लिए अगले दिन रोने लगे लोग मुझे उठाने ओ माय गॉड व्हाट हैज हैपेंड टू यू भाई ये तुम गलत शो पे आके लिख रहे हो। पर चलो अच्छा लिखा, गहरी सोच तो
Yes.
है। मणिकांत, क्रिकेट कैन बी डिटर्मिनिस्टिंग, रूटिंग फॉर एमआई विन। इतने सीरियस गहरी शायरी के बाद ये कहां से आ गया भाई? कॉस्मिक क्रेज, ना डीसी ना एमआई और ना ही आरसीबी जीतेगा, तो जीजी ही। अच्छा ठीक है, चलो
ठीक है।
डन। साउदर्न, जीजी लूजेस टॉस बट विंस द मैच। चलो ये भी अच्छा है। अगेन सुदर्शन, थैंक यू फॉर द सुपर चैट। फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग दैट पीपल सेइंग आरसीबी वन 5 बाय फ्लूक। ये कौन बोला? ये बोला
कौन
कब?
बोले? कौन
हमारे
बोले?
कमेंट सेक्शन में किसी ने नहीं बोला है सुदर्शन। आई
और
डोंट नो
हमने भी
इफ
कभी नहीं बोला।
इट्स, हम तो वैसे भी नहीं बोलेंगे, कोई
ठीक है।
चांसेस ही नहीं है। निराला सरकार, त्रिशादी एंड स्नेहाशीष भैया, यू आर द बेस्ट। थैंक यू यार।
थैंक यू।
Manikanta Suri, all Bura Nazar on Smriti goes away with this criticism. In Mandira's interview, she said she was open to criticism as she felt at least people are concerned, worried, thinking about her. Of course. Manikanta, people only criticize a player they depend on.
Yeah.
So I think it's perfectly fine. Indi- Indian supporters. Smriti gives more opportunities to Aru, Radha, Shriyanka to perform. While that is okay, she should look out for the rest of the players also. Example, Prema with leg spin, Grace Harris can roll the arm. I'm sure she'll learn. Ima Shriyanka also hit two crucial boundaries in WCPL final match, which ultimately set in motion a turnaround win. She lacks power but has knack of boundaries. She lacks power, but she has the game smarts. So I think, yeah,
Awareness.
yeah. সিমন মিত্রা, আমি বলেছিলাম যখন দুজন ঝগড়া করছিল। ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা। कॉस्मिक क्रेज, कमेंट्री से ज्यादा तो ब्रांड प्रमोशन करते रहते हैं, दिमाग खराब हो जाता है। अरे बाबा, तुम ब्रांड ने पैसे दिया है तो प्रमोट तो करना पड़ेगा ना,
क्या करे
बिना
भाई?
पैसे के हो जाएगा क्या? रंजित इज सेइंग डैनी विल बी की विकेट फॉर डीसी टुमारो, शी हैज अ पॉइंट टू प्रूव। योर थॉट्स स्नेहाशीष?
Yeah, I think for Danny it will be a good opportunity if she gets another chance, but I don't think that it will be that easy. I think if she finds this kind of wicket, then if she managed to get a good start, then she can score big runs. But otherwise, I think she will find it difficult because if you see in the last match also, I think Kranti dismissed her. It was a good
Yeah,
delivery, and she looked a bit clueless. And I think again you have to a little bit the blame should go to Gigi because when she was coming
in good
of
form.
a fantastic form from WPL, I
Hmm.
think that was the time that they should have used her at the top.
Hmm.
But then you could and you didn't use her and she was sitting
Hmm.
outside. And ultimately now when you're using her, I think the form is gone a little bit. The confidence is not there. So maybe I think this kind of pitch needed for Danny to score some runs. Otherwise, if they get the similar kind of pitches they were batting against UP Warriors, I think that might be a problem for Danny.
Right. Mr. Cool Dhoni, my two favorite players, Rohit and Harman, were honored with Padma Awards. Where नहीं बाबा, कल ही अनाउंस हुआ है, पद्मा अवार्ड मिलेगा उनको। वेयर मत बोल दो यार, let them bask in their glory a little. Deserved. Congrats to them, they both deserve. They are the best captains who support youngsters so much. Okay. Manikanda Suri, thank you for taking all comments. That's why I prefer staying late. Manikanda,
Thank
be
you.
supportive, and it's okay. Let's fix it. We are not going to come at 11:10 until and unless वो डीसी वाले मैच में जब जल्दी खत्म हो गया तो शायद 11:20, पर उससे पहले आना बहुत मुश्किल है। तो तुम 11:10 पे आओ भी मत, अगर लिंक भी क्रिएटेड है तुम मत आओ। 11:15, इनफैक्ट मैं बताओ, वो बेल आइकॉन
11:30.
प्रेस कर दो,
Yeah.
वो बेल आइकॉन प्रेस करके रखो। हम जब लाइव आएंगे तुम्हें दिख जाएगा, फिर कमेंट पे कमेंट करो, हम तो लेंगे ही कमेंट्स। Cosmic craze. Only Yograj Singh can. Hey, bhai. Smriti's technique against off spin. Akshay Yadav. RCB, you only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Whoa. Ellis Perry, the goat missing. Okay. But RCB did not have an option here, no, Akash? That
Yeah.
is also important. Also, it's nice, Akash is talking about the sun and the snow. So, very, very. Um, Mr. Cool Dholi, women's cricket future coaching staff. Dhoni has head coach, Sachin as batting coach, McGrath as fast bowling coach, Mohammad Kaif as fielding coach, Murli Dharan as spin coach. I Hope that does not happen. I think there are enough good women cricketers who can be coaches. Manikanta Suri loved this setup. Which setup? Not 100% sure. Let us know, Manikanta, which setup. Kavya Jain, Trishadi, I'm not criticizing Mithali Raj. I'm just saying that she got out. अच्छा ठीक है, sorry, my bad. शायद निजामुद्दीन, देखो गलती मेरी होती है तो मैं माफी भी मांग लेती हूँ फटाक से. शायद निजामुद्दीन, Nat Siver Brandt played really well. Her century was before Bright. ये जो तुमने जेंजी स्टाइल में लिख दिया है, ये तो मैं मिलेनियल हूं, मेरे को नहीं समझ आया. बिफोर इज बिफोर, आई अंडरस्टूड. व्हाट इज BR8? इसका मतलब क्या है? स्नेहाशीष, डू यू नो व्हाट इज BR8? तुम
BR8
तो मिलेनियल से भी वर्स्ट हो, छोड़ दो तुम, यू नो. तुम
before.
छोड़ दो भाई.
No,
नो. BR8. Syed Nizamuddin, tell me what is BR8. Kavya Jain. Trishadi, the thing is, Smriti only criticized because she's playing for many years and very fine batter, and still we can't rely on her in big matches. I completely agree with you. Manikanta, are Sri Lankan players considered associate nations? No.
no, no.
If they're surprised, somebody not getting picked up. If it was, look, if Sri Lanka was associate nation, अच्छा ग्रेट लिखने गया. ओके ओके,
Okay,
गॉट
okay,
इट.
okay.
BR8 लिखने गया. अच्छा चलो फिर ठीक है, फिर समझ में आया. भाई हम लोग नहीं समझते, इतना छोटा छोटा करके मत लिखो. कितना ही टाइम बच रहा था तुम्हारा GREAT और GR8 में, क्या है? Okay, no, so the answer, Manikanta, is Sri Lanka is not considered as this thing. Okay, Mr. Cool Dhoni, I am fan of both Mithali and Harman. Great. If you are an Indian women's cricket watcher or viewer or fan, and if you're not a Mithali or Jhulan fan, फिर तो क्या ही. फ्रेया M9E. अच्छा, ये जो शौक है तुम लोगों का कहाँ से आता है? फ्रेया M9E से यू शुड स्टे लाइव टिल सनराइज. ये शौक क्यों आता है तुम लोगों में?
हम लोग खुद राइज हो जाएंगे पूरा, उतना देर लाइव रहे.
ओह बाप रे बाप. सैयद निजामुद्दीन, वायलन कोट. अभी रात हो रही है, तुम लोग कुछ भी लिख रहे हो भाई. कॉस्मिक क्रेज, पेरी ने जो लास्ट मोमेंट पे पुल आउट किया है, उनके साथ भी हिली जैसा हो सकता है क्या? अनसोल्ड नेक्स्ट टाइम WPL फ्रेंचाइजीज
नहीं,
रिमेंबर नाउडेज. अरे वो रिटेन है बाबा नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए. Ranjit, your thoughts on Abhishek and Ishan Kishan? They're batting unreal. Out of the topic, just your thoughts. Oh, I think Abhishek Sharma has been absolutely unreal, and Ishan was always good. In between, I was a little scared that Ishan has got a little haywire, but Snehashish, unreal batting.
absolutely. And I never ever believed that with this kind of batting, anyone can be that much consistent. I think Abhishek
Mm,
Sharma has managed to pull that off. And that comment that came, that someone wrote that Smriti Mandhana should see how Abhishek Sharma batting. I just want, no one should recommend anyone to see Abhishek Sharma's batting. I think that is only built for him.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that the way he is batting, only that only he can bat. No one can, copy that. And I think that is a very, there is no fear. Fearless approach. Doesn't matter who is bowling. Doesn't matter what the score India chasing. Doesn't matter what kind of a start you need, a cautious start or not. He just out there. He is playing his shots, and just knows where the fielders are and playing his shot. I think outstanding for Ishan Kishan. I am extremely happy. The way he batted in the Syed Mustaq Ali tournament and then continue that form in this series. I think so good, but not happy with Sanju Samson. I think the way Ishan Kishan batting, I think time is running out for Sanju Samson. If he doesn't score in the upcoming two games, then maybe in the World Cup, considering the current form, maybe India will go
Mm,
with Ishan Kishan as an opening partner of Abhishek Sharma, because both of them have completed enough and very well each
mm,
other. and then at number 3 you get Tilak Burma back. So I think that might happen.
Freya M9E, will both men's and women's team win T20 World Cup? हम तो वही चाहते हैं।
Yeah.
हमारे लिए तो देखो, स्पेशली बिकॉज वी विल बी ऑन ग्राउंड कवरिंग, हम तो वही चाहते हैं।
Well,
कॉस्मिक क्रेज, मेरे पास बचपन में एक कॉपी थी जिसके फ्रंट कवर में मिताली द गॉड ऑफ विमेन्स क्रिकेट लिखा था अलॉन्ग विथ हर फोटो। वाओ,
nice.
दिल खुश हो गया। मेरे पास एक पोस्टर था बड़ा सा, एक तेंदुलकर का और एक मिताली राज का। बट मिताली राज का पोस्टर मुझे एक्चुअली प्रिंट आउट करके मिला था, बिकॉज यू बैक देन यू वुड नॉट गेट पोस्टर्स ऑफ
Yeah.
women cricketers.
Women's cricketers.
Sports fan, Catherine Bryce or Orla also don't get picked up. Do you think if they were not part of associates, they would have been picked up in the auction? I did expect at least, Sarah Bryce, Catherine Bryce to be picked up. And especially, I had, to be honest, I had expected UP to pick up Sarah Bryce as wicketkeeper batter. But पता नहीं, किसी ने तो pick नहीं किया. Manikant, hope they continue the same form in ICC matches. My experience is bilaterals are very different compared to ICC matches. You are absolutely correct. My only thing is, अभी मेंस पे मत जाओ तो सच में सनराइज तक हम राइज हो जाएंगे। Mr. Cool Dhoni, I have heard of Mithali so much, but haven't watched her playing live. I have been watching women's cricket since 2024. I have been super lucky. I have watched her bat, and I have watched her bat in international. I've watched her bat in domestic. And when Mithali Raj bats, you sit like that and you go, batting is that easy, इतना difficult. और फिर आप बैट पकड़ते हो तो लगता है भाई ये तो इतना difficult है, ये क्या हो गया? Mithali is the definition of the word lazy elegance. It is not even just elegance, it's lazy elegance. Absolutely. अभी तुम लोग थोड़ा शांत हो जाओगे, इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस मत भेजो। Divya Patil, is Smriti's personal life issues affecting her batting? No. Cosmic Craze, हीली भी रिटेन थी, अगले साल रिलीज हो गई। हाँ कॉस्मिक, बट आई थिंक आरसीबी जैसे फ्रेंचाइजी, द वे दे थिंक, पेरी इज अ ह्यूज पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रांड आरसीबी, तो इसीलिए पेरी को इतना जल्दी रिलीज नहीं करेंगे।
श्रेयांका का है ना एग्जांपल आपके पास?
या ओके, मिस्टर कूल धोनी, आई थिंक मिथाली एंड द्राविड बैटिंग स्टाइल्स आर सिमिलर, जस्ट गेसिंग। तो अलग कंपेयर करना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होगा आई थिंक। आकाश यादव, आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हु शुड रिप्लेस वॉशिंगटन, बिश्नोई और रियन पेरा? वॉशिंगटन को क्या हो गया?
कुछ इंजरी है शायद, T20 वर्ल्ड कप शायद ना खेले, वो इंजरी है तो या।
कॉस्मिक क्रेज, अभी अभी तो 90 प्लस मारा था। कौन भाई, कौन 90 प्लस मार दिया? अच्छा स्मृति, हाँ अभी अभी तो 96 मारा था। शायद निजामुद्दीन, एक्चुअली इट वाज ब्रिलियंट। हाँ सेंचुरी, ठीक है। Freya M9E, will Pak pull out of this World Cup? I only watch women's cricket, so I don't follow men's cricket. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं करेंगे यार, ये लोग सब बोलते रहते हैं। Manikanta Suri, if we come to see matches which you cover, can we meet you? You can absolutely meet us. Absolutely. Just, contact any of us via or Twitter. I would say mostly Twitter करना, क्योंकि and try and tag us, and along with Rev Sports, क्योंकि मेरा क्या है, मैं सच बताऊंगी, मेरे सारे सोशल मीडिया का ना नोटिफिकेशंस ऑफ किया हुआ है, सिर्फ व्हाट्सएप का ऑन है, ठीक है। I do post a lot in social media, but I'm not very active. पोस्ट करके मैं निकल आती हूँ अपना तो इसीलिए, बट कांटेक्ट कर लेना, डेफिनेटली मिलेंगे यार, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है मिलने। In Mumbai we met. Arey, we have not put out that pic. Yeah, we have to put that also, na?
Oh yes.
Okay. So Manikanta, where do you stay, Manikanta? Do meet us. Mr. Cool Dhoni, I'm feeling bad about Poonam Yadav as she's not playing even in WPL. UZ has similar story, but playing in IPL. Poonam Yadav and UZ have similar stories. Kavya Jantrishadi, this T20 World Cup, Smriti can prove herself. Absolutely. Sports fan, do you think Abhishek playing style can become inflection point in the way T20s across genders? No. Archita, Rohit Sharma also has lazy elegance. Yes, absolutely. Cosmic craze. Make one video, Trisha Didi, on all the heartbreaks you have suffered when India didn't win in World Cups. Actually, what we will do is this we have decided, and not we have decided, this idea comes from Rohan Chaudhary that Snehashish and I should be doing, podcasts where we discuss about these things, and I will talk about the heartbreaks and all that, of course. Okay. Where am I going? I wonder how Smriti got out of her breakup depression so quickly. My friend took 5 years to come out of breakup. अब ये कहाँ से आता है, Mr. Kuldhoni? But she's a professional. She does not have an option, and I don't think batting or bowling says that she has come out of it or moved on. We just know the professional face that she has put forward. Archita, you guys should sleep now. Every time I see you guys are taking questions, so तुम लोग पूछते भी तो रहते हो. Archita, I can also come to meet you guys. All of you are welcome. In fact, देखो अगर तुम सब बोलोगे ना हमें कि हम इस स्टेट में बहुत ज्यादा रहते हैं, तो वहां पे जब हम जाएंगे ना, we will actually arrange a meet where we can sit and chat about women's cricket. Women's cricket, by the way, huh? Akash Yadav, I cried when India lost in 2017 World Cup loss, 2020 World Cup loss, 2022 World Cup loss, 23 World Cup loss, and also CWG lost not in 2024 T20 World Cup and also in 2025 World Cup win. Did you also anytime? मुझसे पूछ रहे हो. मैं 2005 में रोई हूँ, 2017 में रोई हूँ, एंड 2017 में बहुत ज्यादा रोई थी बिकॉज आई रियली थॉट दैट India would have won that World Cup. And I was also feeling bad that somebody as deserving as Mithali and Jhulan did not get the World Cup. 2020, yes, another one I was sad. 2022, yes. 2019 also, when we lost in the semi-finals, I was absolutely heartbroken. I remember, I had to work, and this is one thing about sports field. You have to work whatever happens, and I was crying on the one hand, and still, still, well, it's hard. It's hard being a sports journalist at those points. Mr. Kuldhoni, suggest one best sports book recently that I've read. I have not read actually. Snehashish and I have discussed a lot about this book. Snehashish has read the book, and we used to read it. He used to kind of tell me. I think the Pat Cummins book is very good. But if you ask me, my favorite is Rafa. I think it's
Rafa.
best. It's Rafa's autobiography. It's too good. Okay. Manikanta, I was seeing Rev Sports after India versus England match. I was there for Vizag World Cup match. Hope I could have started watching earlier. अरे यार, तुम वाइजैक में थे क्या? तो हमें मिल लेते. Come on. Cosmic craze. उस लड़के को पीट के, अरे यार. Continue the live for one more hour, Mr. Kuldhoni. Keep quiet. Kavya Jain. Trishadi, how do you rate Sushma Verma, not Sushmita Verma, as wicketkeeper batter? I heard her name but didn't see her batting, and also saw her name in auction where she went unsold. I think Sushma Verma keeping, I would rate 7 out of 10, but batting would be 5 out of 10 or 4.5. Okay. Manikanta, I stay in Andhra Pradesh. अभी तो वाइजैक में गए थे हम यार, बोलना चाहिए था पहले, बट ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Kavya Jain, sorry, Archita, 2019 semi-final biggest loss. Oh my God. Kavya Jain, Trishadi, Mithali Raj really deserved that 2017 World Cup. Yes, absolutely. Archita, you live in Vadodara. You study in 12th. Are Snehashish and I will be there. Let's meet on the 4th, because 3rd is a game, 5th is a game. So let's meet on the 4th. Archita, if you're free on the 4th, let us know. And we can plan to meet. Okay, Manikanta, most of my friends don't watch women's cricket. No worries for me, as Rev Sports is there. Absolutely. Simon Mitra is saying good morning. बड़ा मजा आ रहा है ना तुम लोगों को. Syed Nizamuddin, what do you think of Richa Ghosh innings? एक word में superb. MR guys commenting, wicketkeeper like Tania Bhatia, Sushma Verma, careers are over for all practical purposes. Women's cricket is not the same it was a decade ago. Tania Bhatia can walk in as a wicketkeeper in any team, but again, the batting is an issue. Cosmic, तुम लोगों को बहुत मजा आ रहा है. Cosmic Craze is writing, आज comment पढ़ के ऑफिस जाइए. नहीं भाई, Last comment, Archita, World Cup doesn't define player, Dravid doesn't have World Cup. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. World Cup defines nothing. Thank you guys. Snehashish, ab khatam karo.
Yes, I think I think the way Trishati managed to come up with these comments, I think tremendous job. So thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, Trishati, for joining in. Another marathon live show. It's what now 1 a.m. 08. Yeah. And
Hmm.
tomorrow Trishati has an early office. I also have to join her, but a little after, but still we both have office tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, but okay. Thank you again. Tomorrow again, not tomorrow, today again we will be back with the pre and post match show of the match GG versus DC, and it's a huge game. Whoever team
Yeah.
wins, I think they are favorites to go for that eliminator spot. Yeah, DC are winning. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you guys. Let's have a good sleep, and today again we meet. Till then, take care and have a good
6:40
night. Good
and
night.
11:30.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.